Hello and welcome back to the channel, everybody. My name is Dark Sage Walker, and I was going to do a full week of viewer suggested builds for kind of a second round of viewer appreciation week. Problem is, I only got 2 suggestions, and that's not enough for a full week. So here's what I'm gonna do, and I realize before I get into it, I realize that's partially my fault because, and don't take this the wrong way, I'm not blaming anyone, I'm not even blaming myself for this, but I tend to, whenever I get a suggestion, I'm pretty quick to just do it, no questions asked. So having an entire week where I do just that probably doesn't feel very special because it's what I do anyway. So take that as you will. Again, no one is seeing blame for anything. Alright, it's Jazz second time in a row. I'm not blaming anyone for anything. That's not on you guys. It's not even on me. It's just, I need to rethink what I want Viewer Appreciation Week to be. So, in the meantime, what I'm going to do is take those 2 build suggestions that I got, and I'm just going to essentially run them, maybe not necessarily back to back, but next 2 videos in a row are going to be those suggestions. And this first one comes from, well, the name is Smile Check on my Discord. I don't know who you are on YouTube, so I apologize for that. I probably should know. But let's try your build out, and it's a build that's all electricity that makes use of Surge Anchor, so this is probably going to be painful. But I want to try it out because it is a very interesting idea, and I'm hoping that I can make some things happen with this. And since it is all electricity, let's go ahead and grab Nev Citrine. It might be pronounced Citrane, I don't know, I don't think it is. But whatever. So the idea is going to be essentially throw out the Surge Anchor and then everything, and basically just try to torch everything in a straight line as much as possible. So this run is going to involve a lot of kiting to get enemies into position. So that means that more than ever, we're going to be putting a lot of pressure on our dash to keep us healthy. Now, I'm choosing to use Nev Citrine just because I don't use it very often and it is fun. But I can also see that this build would work magnificently with the Ring of Reserves. Alright, so let's just go ahead and get the worst out of the way first. And we're going to take on the twins first with this very straight line build and see how it works out. Alright, this won't be too bad. I was hoping to fight Freya somewhere along the way, but oh well. So, you guys probably know how I feel about Surge Anchor. It is not what I would call a favorite of mine or anything. Oh my god, this is a horrible, horrible first rune to get. So, as you can see, the idea is to keep enemies in a straight line between me and my placed Surge Anchor, and then just bolt them down with the bolt rail. Now, because it can be difficult to keep enemies under control in in circumstances like these, it would be nice to have some sort of area of effect or area denial. So I'm hoping to find something like that in the very near future, especially since Surge Anchor only works within a certain radius of you. I also realized that this run might have been easier to do without the floor plan, but I know myself. I want the extra challenge and the extra cash. Thing is, there's a good chance I'm gonna die due to the extra challenge, so, yeah. As I said earlier, we kind of desperately need some more area denial. Like, I understand that the whole point of this was to create a build that does a lot of damage in just a straight line, but things hardly ever come at you in just a straight line in Wizard of Legends. Grab that, grab that, grab that. I don't really care about the train, but what the hell, I'll grab that too. Right. Well, there's our area denial. Alright, and I kind of need that. It's a shame, I wanted that pen, but oh well. No thanks. Okay, so one of the big issues I'm seeing with this build is that it's really good against like bosses and like singular enemies, but against groups who can just kind of branch off and just do their own thing, or against enemies that tend to keep their distance, this is really difficult to get to work. That might be by design. I will say, this build is really good for burst damage. Be even better if I can get all electricity. You know, like I had planned on doing. can upgrade Bolt Rail. That's good. This also is really difficult to get to work against enemies with ranged attacks. Simply because, like I said, they can keep their distance and stay out of the... and attack me from angles other than straight lines, so they stay out of the Surge Anchor. I think that's generally the reason why Surge Anchor is kind of looked down upon as one of the worst spells in the game, is because it does one thing and that's it. And if what you don't need is that one thing, it just fucks off and dares you to say anything about it. And that's kind of the whole... That's kind of everyone's big problem with Surge Anchor, is that it just doesn't do enough to be worth it. And giving it a second charge just means you have two little anchors of electricity that don't give a shit. I mean, perfectly fine against bosses, though, don't get me wrong. Alright. This is the other area where Surge Anchor definitely excels, is when you've got enemies in a bottleneck. Is if they've got nowhere to go, then you might as well just create a spicy tunnel for them to deal with. Alright, let's go this way. Alright, not bad. Not bad. So, current thoughts on the build. I mean, you've heard me talk about this spell before, then you have a pretty good idea. Admittedly, I'm having an easier time with it than I thought it would. Or sorry, than I thought I would. Yeah, I'm just an it, guys. Not he, I'm not a real person. Yeah, what the hell. I will say that the Surge Anchor combo that is being used here is doing a good job at getting all sorts of extra damage. Because it is long-lasting. Again, really good against bosses, I give it that. But, especially when you're playing Retro Floor Plan, most of the difficulty doesn't come from the bosses. Unless you're fighting against, like, Ultra Instinct Sura. I don't know how I feel about that. Or rather, I do, and I'm hoping that I get the chance to grab some extra electricity from him, but if I have to give up Surge Anchor, then I can't do it. After all, that is the entire point of this build, is to try to make effective use of Surge Anchor. Okay, I just screwed up really hard. Yeah, that was bad. That was one of those bad habits that I have when I'm playing this game that I spoke about before. And that is trying to dash through groups of enemies in order to gain some sort of mild advantage. Yeah, just don't do that. If you need to kite enemies, backtrack to a safer position. Alright. That is not a combat room, so that was a waste. I'm starting to realize that this build is less about Surge Anchor and more about everything else that I've picked up. No electricity? What are you trying to do to me? Alright, well that was a complete bust. Not from lack of trying, though. We gave it an honest-to-goodness attempt. Alright, what does Surge Anchor do when it's enhanced? Lasts longer and creates more streams. Okay. Hey, it's kind of what you want from a spell like this. Alright, come on. Still need 2 Electric Arcana, because otherwise this whole Nev Citrine idea was a complete bust. Got 1 Electric Arcana and everything else has just been like, hey, do you like wind? No, I'm kind of looking to build up enough Citrine. Oh, we get you, no problem. How about this fire spell? Like, what? Still doesn't help. Ah, sorry. Maybe we got it wrong. Maybe you want water. And you just sit there staring at the salesman like, you understand what I'm trying to do, right? He's like, yeah, look, all I care about is profit, okay? You know, like most of the world nowadays, just care about profit. Okay, I see 2 things here that I like, but what do I get rid of? Well, this is an easy one. And I see... I almost called him Mars. Like, what the hell? What is this, an episode of Sailor Moon? Nox, not Mars. What? Hi, Mars. It's not my name. Okay, I think we get rid of this and take the sword. Interesting. I don't think I want it, but interesting. Guys, I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm making Surge Anchor work. How did this happen? Okay, I'm kind of making it work. Oh, here we go. Now we can activate the Citrine. And right along with the theme that I just inadvertently created, I am now Sailor Jupiter. Everybody watch the fuck out. Nice. And what was the other thing? Oh, I can't even afford it anyway, who cares? Moving on. Sailor Jupiter and the spells that she should have left at home. I kid, this is actually going somewhat smoothly. Except for this room can go suck a nut. Okay, that was absolutely everything that could have gone wrong there. Hey, who's trying to kill you, Mr. Sailor Jupiter? I don't know, but they better not. Alright, could really use the shop at this point. Come on, guys. I have an entire stream of electricity here I need you to walk into so I can feel validated in my choices. Hello, sir. I don't need the extra cash, but nice to see you. There, see? Sometimes the right prep just makes a room super easy. Sometimes macho ghouls show up and step on your face. Oh my god, I just had an idea for a mod. Someone should do this. They should create a pixelated Arnold Schwarzenegger and just replace all of the macho ghouls with, you know, pixelated Arnold. Like, I don't know if that would actually be, like, fun for people, but I don't know. I think it's funny. Maybe I'm just dumb. Alright, is there anything else I should pick up while I'm here? Probably not, although Claws of Tomo would increase the critical hit chance with my basic. I'm just not sure I really need that right now. No, we'll just keep going. I also realize that the more educated amongst us may realize that Mars is also the Roman name for the god of war. So it didn't just have to be a Sailor Moon reference, but I think the Sailor Moon reference is funnier. I don't know why I made it out to be like, oh, only educated people will know that. I mean, it's pretty commonly known information. Yeah, because of education. Alright, shut up. I realize sometimes I talk out of my ass without thinking about what I'm saying. See, this is the other big issue I have with Surge Anchor, is that it's really hard to get maximum value out of it because you really have to keep moving in order to not get destroyed by enemy attacks. So it's really hard to get maximum value out of it. We're gonna upgrade this. And I think at this point, we drop that for that, and we're good to go. Nice. Alright. Sweet, we made it work. Alright. Well, that was actually kind of fun. Like, I'm not the biggest fan of Surge Anchor, but you know, we made it happen, and it was interesting to achieve. So, thank you very much for the suggestion. I hope you enjoyed watching your suggestion in action there, Smile. And of course, stay tuned to this channel. There will be more of that where that came from. Of course, if you are appreciating what I'm doing, or you're just finding some entertainment in it, then do the usual YouTube stuff, you know, the like, the comment, the subscribe, you know, hit the bell, like, share the video with others. Like, YouTube expects way too much from people nowadays. So, thanks a lot, Google, you fucking bastards. As per usual, I appreciate you guys for coming in and sharing your free time here with me. It really is well appreciated. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. The birds say goodbye as well. And I will catch you in the next one. My name is Dark Sage Walker, and you take care, everybody.